In America, all rights should be equal, and all persons shall be punishable under the same law. However, such must not be the case in Knox County, Ohio. After nearly 12 hours of continuous shooting from their neighboring property, Steve Revor and his wife Kendra were ready to settle in for the night. At approximately 21:07 hours, Kendra Revor called the Knox County Sheriff's Office to report loud gunshots being fired from the rear neighbor's property on Tucker Road. She was informed that there is no noise ordinance in the county, but they would dispatch one of the officers to ensure the guns were being fired in a safe manner. While Kendra was on the phone, Steve had decided to go to the edge of the property to ask them to please quit firing their guns. Upon asking them to quit, shots were fired in the direction, causing pellets to hit his chest. Filled with adrenaline, he began yelling, "You shot me! You shot me!" and immediately called the sheriff's office to report the incident. The persons firing the guns began acting as if it were funny, laughing and yelling a sarcastic "sorry." Once the dispatched officer arrived on the scene, he had taken statements from Steve and a couple of the other persons involved with firing the guns. They claimed that they were shooting clay pigeons and that Steve had walked out under where they were shooting, which, as you will see by the pictures posted in this information, was untrue. Upon further investigation and from talking to the mayor of Mount Vernon, Ohio, the same deputies who claimed he had walked under them where they were shooting also tried to claim that Steve was on private property. However, it clearly shows in the aerial view and in the pictures Steve had shown the mayor that he was 100% on his own property, and the officers had intentionally shot toward him, trying to scare him back into his own home. What person in their right mind, especially a trained officer, would shoot towards homes and other people's property when there are wooded lots and fields directly in front of them? It's not as if they were unfamiliar with the area. They had been shooting and camping there for months. After contacting the mayor, again, Steve was informed that the original officer who made the report stated that it was possible that he had gotten hit, and the pellets, and the mayor agreed it sounded like negligence and that proper procedure hadn't been followed regarding the case. However, it was out of his jurisdiction and told Steve he would have to contact the law director's office for more information. Calls have been made, and still to this day there is only a case number. As a hard-working American who pays their way in life, hoping to live out the American dream, it seems no one is here to help. If this would have been you, I, or Steve intentionally firing a gun above someone's head as a way to scare them, we would have been facing trial, placed in jail, and treated like the lowest of the lowest piece of scum. Yet it's okay for ununiformed officers of the law to do the same thing, even though they were off duty and out of uniform at the time. Where is the justice? Why didn't they make sure Steve was okay? We have to fight for what's right and hope that somewhere, someone out there will make sure the person responsible for this negligence be punished and held accountable for their actions. Obviously, Governor Kasich, the law director, Knox County, and the news stations are more concerned with their personal relationships with people they know in the community than a person who was hurt, and more so frustrated and upset that no one is fighting for him, the victim. No sympathy is asked, only justice.